One man, CEO of 4 companies. He works 80 to 120 hours a week and makes decisions that challenge traditional rules. His name is Elon Musk. The question is, how does he think? How did he reduce the cost of a rocket company by 10 times? How does he select the right people from thousands? In today's documentary, we will explore Elon Musk's business strategy, his thought process, decision-making, and the story behind his willingness to take risks. Google co-founder Larry Page once mentioned that Elon Musk's thinking is unique. He asks questions from a physics point of view. What are the physics behind it? How long will it take? How much will it cost? And how can it be made cheaper? What makes this approach different is that, unlike most people, he doesn't accept that it has to be done this way. Musk believes that people typically reason by analogy, meaning, we're doing this because others have done it this way. He thinks this limits innovation. Instead, he employs what is known as first principles thinking, which we will discuss in detail now. In 2002, when Elon Musk planned to send a rocket into space, he discovered that purchasing a rocket would cost about $65 million. Most people would have stopped there. But Musk asked a different question. What is a rocket made of? Aluminum, titanium, copper, and carbon fiber. When he assessed the market value of these materials, he realized that the cost of the components was only a small part of the rocket's price. This insight led to the creation of SpaceX, which, within a few years, reduced launch costs by nearly 10 times while still making a profit. He applied the same logic to Tesla's batteries. Many assumed that battery packs would always be expensive, but Musk broke down the essential raw materials of a battery, cobalt, nickel, aluminum, priced them out, and showed that the actual cost could be much lower than conventional beliefs. That's first principles thinking. Breaking a problem down to its most basic truths and building a solution back up from there, rather than relying on old conventions or analogies. In SpaceX's early days, Elon Musk personally interviewed nearly the first 1,000 employees, including cleaners and technicians. One of his favorite questions was, "What's the hardest problem you've worked on, and how did you solve it?" The purpose of this question isn't to receive the right answer. It's to find out if the candidate truly solved the problem or was just part of a team that did. Musk believes someone who genuinely solved a problem can clearly explain every detail: what didn't work, where they faced challenges, and what finally succeeded. Someone exaggerating will only provide superficial answers. He sometimes also asked riddle-style questions like geometry puzzles to test candidates' logical reasoning and ability to stay calm under pressure. Ultimately, Musk values real problem-solving experience and honesty much more than degrees or polished resumes. Elon Musk's daily routine completely disregards the traditional idea of work-life balance. He usually wakes up between 7 and 9 a.m. and sleeps around 6 to 6.5 hours a night. Right upon waking, he grabs his phone to check urgent emails and notifications. He has admitted that he works between 80 and 100 hours a week, sometimes even up to 120. To handle this heavy workload, he divides his day into 5-minute blocks. Each meeting and decision has a specific time slot, so nothing takes longer than necessary. He often drinks Diet Coke, which he jokingly calls one of his character flaws. At night, he typically goes to bed between 1 and 3 a.m. A significant aspect of this intense routine is that he spends much of his time directly working on engineering and design, not sitting in meetings but on the factory floor solving problems firsthand. Musk's decision-making method relies on 3 main principles: speed, evidence-based reasoning, and a willingness to take responsibility. He often states that a CEO's role is to address a company's most complex and painful issues, problems that no one else can solve. There's no value in spending time on things that are already working. First principles thinking plays a key role in his decision-making. Before making any significant choice, he asks, what do we actually know for sure? From there, he makes a quick decision and revises it if needed. This fast decide, fast correct approach contrasts with traditional corporate culture, where major decisions can take months of committee meetings. While he stands firm on his decisions, he also changes his mind quickly when new information arises. It's this flexibility that has helped him thrive in a fast-evolving tech industry. 2008 was one of the toughest years for Elon Musk. SpaceX's first 3 rocket launches failed, and Tesla was close to bankruptcy. Many would have given up at that point, but Musk invested everything he had into a 4th launch attempt, and that decision changed history. Musk believes that being afraid and avoiding risk are not the same. He admits that he feels fear, but when a goal seems important enough, moving forward despite that fear becomes, to him, the rational choice. There's also a calculated side to his risk-taking. Before making any major decision, he considers the worst-case scenario, and if that worst scenario seems manageable, he proceeds. This is why he hasn't hesitated to invest his personal wealth and time into multiple companies at once. He believes that making a significant impact requires taking big risks. The biggest lesson from Elon Musk's story is this: he isn't afraid to question traditional rules. He manages his time with great discipline, and he has the courage to move forward even when failure is possible. You may not choose his 80-hour work week, but his first principles thinking, his bravery in decision-making, and his sense of ownership over his work can lead to success in any field. If you enjoyed this video, like it, subscribe to the channel, and let us know in the comments which of Elon Musk's habits you would want to apply to your life. See you in the next episode.